Hello, welcome back to another episode of Modded Kerbal Space Program, where I'm gonna send another one of these Pioneer modules up, this time with actual, supplies. I don't actually know what it needs to work.
It pretty much needs it pretty much needs, everything. It needs, you right-clicked on the tanks and filled everything up, right?
Okay. That's what I did now.
Yeah. Needs recyclables and all that fun stuff.
Okay, well,
so
that's what I'll take.
I've got Kerbals on this flight because I'm bringing up a habitation module. We got my buddy Bill and Albart. There is... Hold on, how much... Wow, okay, there is 1,000... days worth of food and water on this for them, so I'm going to go ahead and leave them in there.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Mm-hmm. So you ready, Bill? Hopefully you're doing better than Valentina, who's orbiting the Mun still right now. And who's ever orbiting with Valentina always has a crazed look on his face. All right. Let's take a look at the KSP right now. The range is clear. Skies are clear. Let's hit the correct button and set our target for the backbone. And we'll put on the vessel UI. Swing back down here to our rocket. Bring up the throttle to full. And ignite. And now it says food, water, and oxygen are depleted. And for some reason, this craft is... Oh, I know. What the... Oh, God damn it.
What?
I forgot struts. Why is this wobbling so badly? And I'm like, oh yeah. The fucking struts. This shouldn't be as so bad, though, because... Actually, another reason why it's probably better to make this smaller is the struts shouldn't be as big of a ginormous pain in the ass as they have been before. So we're going to quad up these little strut dudes here. Get more of a snap in there. There we go, and that's how you get struts in there like that. Holding everyone in place. Now I gotta rebuild my fairing, which shouldn't be too bad.
All right. Pioneer. We'll just save that.
Actually, I think
Save. Oh, okay. Apparently that already exists, but that's fine.
I think I fucked up my fairing so badly that it actually took away quite a bit of delta V. Maybe not.
All right. Well, I should probably have scientists, actually, now that I think about this.
Yeah.
Let's revert flight to assembly. Swap out these guys for some scientists. Brian and Fredbart.
All right, guys, let's hope this is. Let's go for a much better launch here. Hold on to your butts.
Huh.
Much better. Why does
That didn't work.
I don't get this. Why does it says... Oh, that's the crazy station. Oh.
What?
Oh, nothing. I am out of... Why does it say I'm out of oxygen?
Where?
On this. Apparently when you click the life support mod, it lists everything.
Oh, yeah. When you're on the launch pad or in flight.
Yeah. So, yeah. I don't have any food, water, or oxygen, apparently. So, here. I want to keep these guys alive. And, you can never revert flight enough and waste more time because you misread a UI. All right. Those are both engineers, too. I would have probably wanted to bring up as many scientists as I could anyways. Save again and launch.
Well, I have to restart my game yet again.
It was the Interstellar mod. I think when we added that caused all this.
The Interstellar? We've never been playing having the Interstellar mod.
There was some mod what was the mod we just recently added?
Just a parts mod. It wasn't it doesn't add any game functionality. Parts mods are not what caused this. Gameplay mods are what caused this. So, my blame is on things like Interstellar, which changes a bunch of stuff, life support, extra planets, that sort of thing.
Actually, I have more Delta V now that I got rid of the Kerbals too, which is good.
It's really weird, though. It's really very much more specific to multiplayer. Because it doesn't really happen. It happens occasionally when I play single player, but it doesn't happen anywhere nearly as often as when we're playing on the multiplayer server. It's pretty obnoxious.
But we need to start a Patreon so I can get a new laptop.
What do you need a new laptop for?
So I can play Kerbal and other games and or, work on mods while my main computer is doing other things that I needed to do. All right. Let us begin a gravity turn, and remember to drop our gimbal down. Oh, I forgot to set target, but we'll get into orbit first.
Did you hear about the Patreon hack?
I did, yes.
I swear it was you that was telling me that Patreon was started by the Vlogbrothers.
I heard that somewhere too, and then I think we heard both the same source where it was started by somebody else.
Yeah, on the Rooster Teeth podcast, probably.
Why is my orbit vector fucked up? Wait a minute. What the Why does this happen to me?
What?
My ship I thought my ship was facing... My ship got rotated 90 degrees somehow.
Okay.
And so, when I pressed right, I started going north instead of east. And the planet does not rotate north, it rotates east. Why is that like that? Ugh, fuck. Yeah, my north is all the way to the right. So is up east or is down east?
All right.
Surprised I didn't crash again, because usually when I get pissed off at the game, I crash.
Let's get rid of that
Seriously,
chat
what
window.
happens to cause that?
You rotated in the hangar somehow.
But there's no way for you to know that.
What do you mean?
Well, you're right. I probably rotated in the hangar somehow, but how does, like, you have no way of knowing that because it's symmetrical along two. Maybe I did freeze right now because now it's just stuck at the loading screen. God. Fuck.
All right. I have liftoff. Finally. Let's see if we can make it to orbit.
Well, while Dan's playing Kerbal, I'm going to load up Factorio and play some Factorio. Because I have, after listening to the... Alright, Shift, Control, Escape. After listening to a episode of Isometric, where they talked about playing a game that is basically kind of the equivalent of meditation, Kerbal is not that for me. Kerbal is not that.
What game were they playing?
They were talking about like games where they weren't talking about any specific game. They're just like, find a game where it kind of has like the same kind of effects that meditation does, where your brain doesn't think about other things and you can kind of get lost in it. And I can't get lost in Kerbal very easily, but it shouldn't do stuff like raise your blood pressure.
Well, you just your temper has been short lately.
Well, yeah, it's probably because of lack of sleep and too much caffeine and all sorts of other stuff, because I like to play this game more also.
You also tend to let the fact that we're bad at this game get to you.
I know. I don't like making an ass of myself on the internet. I know that's
being bad at a game is not making an ass of yourself. We are branded as bad at games.
Who told people?
We did by playing games.
No, but like this is stuff I should know. I feel like I should, like, this is stuff that, like, those 12-year-olds that are playing this game are clearly comprehending.
Yeah, but 12-year-olds have a lot more free time than you and I do.
Yeah, but
How often do you get to sit down and play Kerbal?
I don't know. How often do we record?
Once a week. That's exactly how often I pretty much sit down and play Kerbal. So,
I like this game.
12-year-olds have a huge advantage over us.
I want to... I really do love this game. I talk about it on my radio show a lot. And I just want to get to Kerbal Endgame. Or Midgame.
Kerbal Endgame. Man, we're not going to be at Kerbal Endgame for like 3 years.
I know. At the rate this is going.
At the rate this is going, and more likely than not, Kerbal version 1.1 will be out. By the time that's out, we're probably going to have to start over again anyways, because I have a feeling that none of this shit's going to transfer, because 1.1 is on Unity 5.
Yes, but we'll take the things that we learned and go forward. Well, I mean, like, we know how to use these labs now, and we know how to use those to our advantage, when we kind of weren't, like, using them before. We know other things that we can do. Please load the game. Let's do the time warp again. Maybe we'll have a 64-bit version.
Should.
All right.
So to the guy in the comments who suggested we use a 64-bit version, it's not built in anymore, and to get that to work is a kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, because actually what I found out is that or what it appears from my limited understanding of assembly language is that it looks like we're accessing a memory address above a map. We're trying to access a memory address larger than an unsigned 32-bit integer. Okay,
see, that doesn't mean anything to me, so it probably doesn't mean anything to anybody watching us.
If you know what that number is, post it in the comments below. All right.
I kind of missed apoapsis here. Let's see if we can.
All right. What I need to do is I need to like write like, I don't know. I need like Kerbal pilot checklist or something. Because stuff. All right. So here we are. I have the ship targeted. My ship is facing the right... Well, my ship is facing up, but not in the right direction. Up is good, though. Up is better than down. And then...
All right, that's close enough.
Let's just launch and get... And get to the fun part of rendezvous.
Did you watch that video I made?
I did, yes.
Did it help at all?
I don't remember. That was a week ago. And again,
I didn't really make a video. I cut out part of my footage from a previous episode.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we've got some altitude here.
Okay, so down. We want to push down.
So, I guess I'm going to... Do I have to start the greenhouse?
Yeah, like, start the... I think... I'm pretty certain how it works is get as much stuff going as you can. Like, the greenhouse will help you with food and stuff also. And oxygen. So get as much stuff going as you can, and that'll maximize... Because I think the greenhouse is, like, the basis of your science up there. Anyway, so...
I mean, I don't really care about the greenhouse. Because, like, the food it gives. Yeah. It's not... I mean, I've got 1,400 days, so this thing's not going to be up here for 1,400 days.
Yeah. But I'm pretty certain the greenhouse adds to your science effect. Let's keep this... Oh, you know what? While we're doing this, let's... drop our gimbal limit to about 45 is a good number.
Is there like an altitude?
I don't think so. I think it's just like they're doing like the stuff that they do on the International Space Station, I think is what it's equivalent to.
Well, it's saying here I'm gaining science at 0.00 per day.
Do you have the lab on?
What do you mean?
Like you have to like turn the lab on. Like there's a button.
There's a start research button.
Yeah, press that.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Maybe like refresh the UI.
Yeah.
Actually, and then now is it doing something?
Nope.
Nope.
You
remember
the Googles.
You remember to put an antenna on it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do I have RCS on? Ugh. Is that how you waste RCS fuel, Bob? Yeah. That's how you waste RCS fuel there, Bob. Apparently I didn't use any. I used a little bit of monopropellant. Precious monopropellant. I need that.
Let's see. There's a FAQ.
Yeah, I've never read that. I didn't think I didn't think anything existed like that for this mod for some reason.
Let's see. Okay, that's not really helping. Okay, FAQ was of no help. Walk through. Okay, I give up. I don't know. Let's go with maybe like... Let's go with like a higher orbit. I got a ton of fuel left.
What's your orbit at?
Like 100,000.
Well, you're going with a higher orbit?
Yeah.
Well, shit, my big giant station is not at 100,000.
Yeah, but your big giant station was at like 500,000 when it was doing, when you got all that data the first time around.
Yeah, true.
You were in like a polar orbit at several 100,000, so...
Yeah. I hope that's not the case, because otherwise this whole station thing is going to be a pain in the ass to move to a higher orbit / altitude.
Well, I don't think it matters, because I think you've already collected the data from around Kerbin. I don't think it's something that you can just collect data from infinitely. I think there's a finite amount of research you can get from a specific spot.
Well, then why am I building this giant station in orbit?
Why not?
Because I want to get more flippin' science? All right, because I was talking to Dan, I kind of wasn't paying attention to my apoapsis, but that's fine. So again, your standard rules of whatchamacallit apply.
Raising that thing won't be that hard, anyways.
Okay.
It'll just take time. If we have to, but...
All right, so there is me. Where is my target? No, that's the deep space probe. We have a lot of shit in orbit.
Yeah, we do.
Is that it? No, that's me again. Pioneer. You get the names for these things. Neodin Deep Space Probe. There it is.
What? Those are the names of the planets they're going to.
Oh, okay. All right. So it is ahead of me, kind of, sort of. Yeah, it's ahead of me, so I need to be lower than it. So I need to drop my apoapsis by a lot, and I have passed my periapsis. So let's give us a good round trip.
Okay, we're up in like 400,000 here.
Let's warp directly to the periapsis.
Swing around till we're on the sunny side.
Flip ourselves retrograde here.
All right. There's our electric charge coming back. All right, let's start the greenhouse. What?
All right. So we dropped the periapsis, or the apoapsis below, and our periapsis is much further below also. And so our distance is 1,200 kilometers. So let's speed up time here, x50.
Okay, I'm not beginning to understand how this works at all. We are way over on time, though. If you like the video, click like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time for some more Kerbal Space Program. Thanks for watching. Bye.